Hey all, I'm Kara Perez, founder of Bravely Go, where we focus on all things sustainable finance. And today I want to share 7 things I no longer buy thanks to sustainable living. Since shifting my lifestyle and my financial habits to focus on sustainability, there's a lot of things that I am no longer buying. And let me tell you, it is saving me big bucks. Now, while the savings are really nice, that's actually not why I do it. My primary reason with sustainable living is to have less of an impact on the earth because we are living through a climate crisis. And I do believe that we need top-level sustainable change, but I also think it's really helpful for individuals to make more sustainable lifestyle choices. And honestly, I just enjoy living this way. It feels right to me and it makes me happy. And so that said, I really want to share before I get into these tips, this is what works for me. If you see something here today that resonates with you, take it, incorporate it, make that change in your life. I would be thrilled. I would be so happy. But if you see some things on the list today that just aren't realistic for you, that's totally fine. I want to share them anyway for those people who might not know about them and might be able to do them. So let me break down my approach to shopping. Basically, I ask myself 3 questions. 1, does it have a purpose in my life? 2, does it benefit my life or bring me closer in line with a personal value? And 3, how often will I actually use this? And simply asking myself these 3 questions has saved me huge amounts of money because it helps me realize, oh, I don't actually need this, or I can actually borrow that for that event, etc., etc. Instead of buying single-use items or things that I'm eventually going to declutter out of my life because I don't really need or like them, I'm simply not buying a lot of things and I am stacking a lot of savings. So let's talk about the 7 things I no longer buy. The first is special event clothing. I'm in the stage of my life where it's a lot of weddings and it's a lot of babies, and that means a lot of events. So there's weddings and there's baby showers and there's engagement parties and bridal showers, and there's a lot of things going on, and you have to have cute outfits for all of them. And our normal kind of consumerist mindset tells us, well, you should have a different outfit for each event. If I'm a guest at your wedding, nobody cares what I am wearing. I'm not the bride. They're focused on you, right? They're focused on the couple that just got married. No one is going to remember what I wore when I was sitting at table 7. So there's no need for me to buy a new outfit for every single wedding that I get invited to. And going back to my 3 question pillars of how do I shop, buying new clothes does not pass the how often will I use this question for special events, because really I'm attending maybe 3 to 5 weddings a year, and that's really not enough times to justify dropping $200 on a new dress each time. Now, I have worn this dress twice to different weddings over the years, and I got it totally for free at a clothing swap. Plus, it has pockets, so it is the dress of my dreams, frankly. And I recently borrowed this gorgeous dress for a wedding from one of my family members. So I got to show up to these weddings looking super hot both times for $0. There's just no need for me to be buying fancy clothes when I have access to them for free. Number 2 is tampons. I bought myself my first menstrual cup about 9 years ago, and let me tell you, game changer. Certainly, menstrual cups definitely come with a learning curve. I want to be upfront about that. And each one costs anywhere between $25 and $40. So there is an upfront investment. But considering I get my period every month and you can use a single cup for up to 5 years, it's an investment that makes sense. So let's say you spend $70 a year on tampons. Within 1 year, your menstrual cup is actually going to pay for itself, let alone 5 years. $70 a year on tampons times 5 years is $350. If we subtract a $35 menstrual cup from that, that leaves us $315 that we've saved. Not too shabby. Now, I do want to be clear, if you are a tampon using guest at my house, I do have tampons for you. I think that's just polite. Not everyone is using a menstrual cup, so I do keep some tampons at my house for guests. Number 3 is plastic utensils. So this one definitely comes out of my desire to be more sustainable and to reduce my waste creation. Honestly, at this point in my life, very few things get me heated as much as plastic utensils because people use them once and toss them in the trash, and then they sit in that landfill or they end up in the ocean and they are there for the next 500 years because it takes plastic forever to break down. Now, I totally understand the utility of plastic utensils, and if you're a parent or you're a disabled person watching this, I really want you to know I'm not singling you out and yelling at you. I'm just sharing my frustration with this systemic problem that we have. So now when I host a party or a backyard barbecue, I just use my normal metal silverware. I have a ton of it and it's endlessly reusable. So if I have to run the dishwasher or stand in front of the sink for 10 minutes to clean some forks and knives during the party, I'm more than happy to do that. People always hang out in the kitchen anyway, so it's like, hey, I'm part of the conversation and here's a clean fork. And when I travel, I have reusable bamboo utensils, and I just keep this little kit that has a fork, knife, straw, spoon, and one of those water bottle cleaners in my backpack. So I am never caught without utensils, and I don't have to use plastic utensils on the go. Number 4 is single-use plastic water bottles. Okay, I got a water bottle for free at a conference about 4 years ago, and I'm still using it nearly every day. Just like my bamboo utensils, I just keep it in my backpack. And the truth is, y'all, that conferences are an absolute gold mine for free reusable water bottles. It's like the #1 company swag out there. And I know a lot of you know what I'm talking about. So I actually have about 6 reusable metal water bottles that I've gotten totally for free. And I'm always happy to take one of these at a conference because I grab them for me and my partner T-Bone. And I never, ever, ever buy single-use plastic water bottles because I'm lucky that I am almost always near a potable water source. I don't mind drinking tap water. I know some Americans in particular don't like it. I think that's weird. Tap water is great, especially my tap water. Maybe your tap water is garbage. Okay, I want to allow for that. But I just put my tap water in my reusable water bottle and then I hit the road. And yes, I am definitely that American abroad who goes everywhere with my water bottle. I know it looks weird, I know it's an American stereotype, and I don't care. I love my water bottle. Number 5 is shaving cream. Oh my God, what a scam shaving cream is for ladies' legs. First of all, shaving was just created in like the 1920s as a way to sell more stuff. Like shaving your legs is the ultimate capitalist scam, in my opinion. But shaving cream is just a continuation of this scam. You know, these companies were like, don't just use the soap you already own. You have to get this brand new product that can only be used in this one way. I stopped buying shaving cream about 10 years ago, and it's totally fine. I just use a little bit of the giant, oh my God, T-Bone is one of those dudes that buys those giant containers of like the 2-in-1 shampoo and conditioner. And he's got great hair, so I guess it's working, but like I am a little bit horrified by it, I will admit. Anyway, I just use some of that to shave my legs. And if I'm not around T-Bone or I'm on the road, I just use soap. And then when I get out of the shower, I moisturize like a son of a gun because soap can be very drying, and I tend to have dry skin anyway. There's no need for shaving cream. So that's something I stopped buying and I've been stacking those savings. Number 6 is loofahs. Okay, PSA to everyone. When you're in the shower and you're trying to get clean, you have to put the soap on something else and then use that something else to wash your body. I've seen a lot of discourse around this on TikTok and on Instagram about like how people are washing, and I really don't think you should put the soap directly on your skin. It can be very dehydrating and you don't get the same kind of scrub on, right? So for a long time I did use loofahs, but growing up, what we used was washcloths, and recently I've made the switch back to washcloths. So this is just something you can get at Target for like, you can get a 5-pack for like $7. You put your body wash, you put your soap on there, scrub yourself down, and then you wash it after your 2nd or 3rd shower. I mean, as someone who lives in hot places, like the sweat, the sunscreen, the dirt, it sticks to you and you gotta scrub. And I don't wanna use loofahs because loofahs are essentially cute balls of plastic. Like that's what it is, you know? And then you use it for a while, you toss it in the trash, where's it gonna go? Let me hear you say it, the landfill. With the washcloths, you use them a couple of times, you throw them in the laundry, and then you use them again. They can last for years and they're a really good reusable option. I do want to say real quick, you can also grow natural loofah and they will grow in your garden or you can order them online, and those are compostable. Those will break down because those are a literal plant and they're not made of plastic. So if that's your loofah of choice, I support that sustainable choice. And finally, number 7 is canned sparkling water for at-home use. I got a SodaStream for Christmas like 2.5, 3 years ago, and it is amazing. T-Bone and I are huge sparkling water drinkers. We love it. We drink it year round. But we were buying like 1 to 2 cases a week because we love it so much. And even though aluminum is much more recyclable than plastic, our waste was really beginning to pile up. And neither one of us felt good about that. So having the SodaStream in our home allows us to cut way, way, way back on our aluminum usage. Now, I will say we definitely still buy those like 12 packs of sparkling water when we are invited over to a friend's house or we're going to a party or something like that. That's often what we choose to bring. So we haven't totally eliminated this, but we have cut back, I want to say like 70%, thanks to the SodaStream. So those are 7 things I no longer buy thanks to sustainable living. Please give this video a thumbs up and let me know what you don't buy anymore thanks to your sustainable choices or your frugal choices in the comments. Please hit subscribe and come on back next Monday for new videos.